Tampa Bay Business Journal hits newsstands today, and editor Alexis Muellner is here now to talk about some of the week's big stories. Good morning, Alexis.
Good morning to you, Dia.
Happy Friday.
Likewise.
And it's always good to see you. We start this morning with a closer look at bankruptcy filings. We are seeing fewer of them, but it's not necessarily good news because this could be misleading, right?
Yeah, I mean, you think less bankruptcies, that's good for the economy, but in fact what's happening is that a lot of companies realize that the process of bankruptcy is expensive and they may just shut down. In addition, though, credit folks, the people who hold that credit are becoming more flexible, and the credit situation has been so tight that any sign of a loosening of credit is probably pretty positive. You know, a lot of companies, though, are weighing this and realizing, hey, this is a tricky process.
So, not necessarily good news. Problems are still there. It's just being masked a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they're willing, and lenders are willing to negotiate a little bit more. So there's a spirit of that going on, but you know, you can't read too much into these filings.
Okay, well, hopefully this is good news because the Lakeland Airport is really starting to take off.
Yeah, we were excited. Lakeland Linder Regional Airport, it's a general aviation airport, but Direct Air, which is a charter service, announced some service to North Carolina and parts of New York. And then last week, talked about going to San Juan, Puerto Rico. There's a sense that Lakeland could become a real destination, and they're working with the tourism folks there to market the destination. You've got Legoland coming soon, and there's a lot of potential for meetings business. And if you go to Lakeland, perhaps you could go to Orlando very easily and come to Busch Gardens. And so there's really some high potential with a new airport director out there to develop Lakeland Linder into a real commercial hub.
Fantastic, and hopefully it'll mean lower prices for everybody who needs to travel.
Yeah, and the addition of direct air service there has already created a bunch of jobs, and this is a positive thing for Central Florida.
And finally, exciting news. It's time for the Tampa Bay Business Journal's annual Best Places to Work Awards. Are we on that list?
I would think so. I know that our place is. You know, we had 500 people over at Lowry Park Zoo yesterday whooping it up and celebrating great places to work. Now, early in my career, I worked for some folks that didn't understand my story, didn't sort of know what strengths I could bring to the table or help me develop. And the companies that we celebrate do that. They communicate, they create an environment that's not too serious, they allow for opportunities from within. And these companies that bubble up, it's a survey that an independent survey team goes out and interviews employees, and there's a point scale. And so to become a best places to work, you really have to be one. But most of the people want to know they can grow within an organization, and that creates loyalty. And when you have people that stay a long time, it's really good for the bottom line.
Yeah, good for productivity when you like the place where you work.
It's really important.
All right. Thank you, Alexis. We love this place.
And I have a great place to work, too. Thank goodness for that.
We got brownie points for that one.
We do.
For more Business Journal headlines, go to abcactionnews.com/business.